Scientists have mapped the DNA history of Aboriginal Australians and found they're the direct descendants of the first modern humans to leave Africa.
We find, in fact, evidence that Aboriginal Australians diversified from other populations much, much earlier than what people previously thought, about 70,000 years ago.
The research, published in the international journal Science, debunks the common theory that all modern humans migrated in a single wave out of Africa. Instead, the scientists believe descendants of Aboriginal Australians left first, followed by a second group of humans who would eventually settle in Europe and Asia.
Aboriginal Australians are descending from the first human explorers. I mean, these are the guys that went into unknown land while my ancestors and Asian ancestors were hanging around somewhere in Africa or in the Middle East.
If you think about the ancient civilizations that Europeans look to, such as the dynasties of the pharaohs in Egypt, then even they are young compared to the period when humans were coming to Australia.
It's the longest living civilisation on Earth, and if you can't learn something from a people that successful, then you're really defying your own intelligence.
Aboriginal people are bearers of one of the most ancient human cultures in the world. But many of them, especially here in the remote Northern Territory, now live lives wrecked by poverty, alcohol and violence. Most exist on the margins of white society, targeted by bans on alcohol, dependent on welfare payments and charity. There is evidence that child sexual abuse is a problem in Aboriginal communities. The two Australias look at the problems of Aboriginal Australia in utterly different ways. Mainstream Australians see a huge practical challenge: how to deliver housing, health, education and jobs to handfuls of people who live hundreds of kilometres away from any town. But for Aboriginal Australians, the practical challenge is secondary. What they want is respect as an equal culture. Above all, respect for their connection to the land.